Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sikho. To those that do not know my name is Sikho Fatamangwana and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are doing a story time. Yeah guys, we're doing a story time. I can't believe I'm sharing this today, but yeah, let's just do it. So I'm gonna be talking about what happened sometime in my life. I think it was three years ago. So yeah, what happened was I was driving. Okay, before I explain the whole story, I got arrested, guys. So excuse the noise, it's actually coming from the Gautrain because we stay like exactly next to the rail. So and I'm sitting by the balcony as well. Anyway, so as I was saying, I got arrested, something which I'm not proud of, something which really traumatized me a lot. But now I'm in a better space. I'm in a way better space to even speak about it and just share what happened, and also warn the people that will one day be in my situation. Like, if you know that you are a victim to that, please guys, stop. Okay, so I basically got arrested for speeding, né? And I didn't know that it's possible for one to get arrested for speeding. Anyway, so what happened was I was late. I was late for work, and actually no, I was not that late. I was like maybe 10 minutes late, and usually I know everybody does this. You can be like maybe a few minutes late. You can leave the house a bit late, maybe 10 minutes late, and then you know in your mind that you're gonna make it up on the road, right? Fine. So that's what happened. And I was driving from home. I was coming from Pretoria, from my parents' house. So yeah, fine, I was driving. So as I got to R21, and another thing that delayed me was that I ran out of petrol. You see this thing of driving your car until the reserve light, and it's really dangerous. So yeah, I was driving and I had to pour petrol, and that delayed me even more. So as I was on R21, I had to like find the nearest garage so I can fill up my tank. Fine, I quickly found one, and then I poured petrol, and then from there I stepped on it, something which I'm not proud of. Let me not even do that. Guys, I know I stepped on it, yes, but let me not be like as if, you know what. Anyway, fine, I stepped on it. So I drove. So I was almost at the airport. I was almost there, and I knew in my mind that I was gonna make it on time. I was not gonna be late for work. So now, as I'm driving, like guys, if you know the offering from R21, if you're driving from Pretoria R21, the offering that you're gonna take like to go into the airport, I was literally there. Like, I was this close to getting into the airport. Fine. All of a sudden I hear a siren. It was the police stopping me, and then I just looked at this car, and because I'm not thinking I'm doing something illegal, I didn't realize they were coming for me. Anyway, so I keep driving. I want to get where I'm going. Oh. And then eventually this guy like tries to get my attention, and he hoots, and then the siren keeps going on, and then he paces me, like he drives like right next to me so he can get my attention. And then eventually I can see that this man is trying to get my attention. And then that's when I started like freaking out. And then yeah, eventually I went on the side of the road. I stopped, and then he also stopped. He parked in front of me, and then he came to me and he's like to me, sorry ma'am, you were speeding and that's an arrest. You're not allowed to be driving at that speed, so can you please come with me? And I'm like, come with you? So he kept on saying, no, please come with me. Hi, fine. So now that's when I realized that, you know what, I just got myself into trouble, and I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this. Fine. So fine, yeah, I followed him. So he asked me to follow him. I followed him, and as I was driving behind him, I was trying to call the office to let them know that I won't be able to come in because of what just happened. So now as I'm driving, I'm panicking. I'm trying to call. I'm not even calling at the time. I'm still trying to dial, and I'm following this man, and I'm panicking. I'm not understanding what's happening. But fine. So because I was struggling, I ended up stopping again on the side of the road while this man is driving in front of me. So, and then eventually this man realized that I stopped, so he also stopped and he reversed a bit. So he came back to me and asked what's going on, because he asked me to follow him. And I said to him, I understand that you want me to follow you, however I need to call the office and let them know what's happening. And then he kept on insisting that I must come with him, whatnot. Fine. I ended up managing to call the office, and I told them. I even remember the person that I was speaking to. It was like he was shocked, you know. But he ended up saying, Kona, it's fine, you know. And then yeah, I carried on following this man. So we went back to R21. I think it was the bridge there by Pomona. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken either. Yeah, it was before Atlas. So I think, yeah, Pomona. So how they caught me, or how they catch people, is they hide there by the bridge there at the top. So you guys that are driving there at the bottom, they're looking at you guys with the camera, and that's how they catch us. So the guys that are driving a GTI at the bottom, because the car that stopped me was a GTI, was a Golf 7. So obviously they're gonna catch you because that car is very fast. That car is very fast. Fine. Yeah, we went to the top there, and when we got there, I saw some policemen there with the camera facing R21, and I saw other cars there as well. It was other people that were caught as well the same morning. So only now I'm starting to see that, right, like, are we really getting arrested for this? And no, I didn't know, guys, trust me, I didn't know. If only I knew that you can get arrested for speeding, I was not gonna do it. Anywho, so yeah, the guy that caught me, he handed me over to the guy that was standing there by the camera. So I stood there next to him, and then he was like, he greeted me, and then he showed me, he was like, look into the camera. So on the camera, it had like details of like the speed that I was driving at, the date, and what else, I can't remember what else. So this man was like, if you look here, this is your registration, this is the speed that you were driving at. And yeah, so as he's busy explaining to me, you know what, I was even crying, like my makeup was even getting messed up, my tears were black because of my eyeliner, like I was just a mess. And I thought me crying would like make them feel sorry for me, but it didn't even work, you know. And also I was not crying because I wanted them to like, I was not crying to manipulate the situation, like for them to like feel sorry for me. I was crying because I was traumatized. I didn't understand what was going on, you know, and I was panicking. And then yeah, that guy explained everything, and then they said I must go back to my car and sit in there. I went back to my car, and then I waited for them. And then they kept on catching other people, and then as soon as we were like a can't remember, but it was a couple of cars, maybe like almost 10 cars if I'm not mistaken. From there, they told us to drive together, to follow each other. So there was a policeman that we all followed. So they asked us to follow this police car to the police station. Even though they didn't even tell us that we're going to the police station, they just said that follow this person. We all followed with our cars. Like, it was like a whole convoy. And then when we get there, it's at the police station. So I'm thinking, it's not gonna be a big deal. We all get there, and then I'm wearing uniform, and I'm busy walking in my heels, and then we get inside. And then they ask us to make a call, or if ever we need to call somebody, we should call somebody to come bail us out. We're like, Bailey? It was so confusing. Hi, fine. And then this guy came to us with this like basket, so we can put our phones in there and our car keys. Fine. And then we all called whoever we were calling. I called is it my brother or my dad? I can't remember very well, but one of the two. And then I called them and I told them that I got, like, you had to keep it as short as possible, as much as it doesn't make sense. But I'm sure it made sense to my parents or my brother and my dad, because I'm sure they knew that you can get arrested for speeding. But I didn't know, guys, I promise you. And then, fine, I just kept it short. I was like, I just got arrested for speeding. Can you please come bail me out? Fine. And then we put in our car keys and our phones inside that basket, and then we were all walking there in a group. And then they started with us, the ladies first, and then they opened the cell. And then that man was so cruel. Was it a guard? He was wearing a police uniform. I'm assuming he was a guard. So he was the one taking us inside the holding cells. So when he opened, like, we couldn't believe our eyes. He opened the gate and this guy was busy shouting, like, you know how they do in the movies where like the police mistreat prisoners, like it was something like that. So this man was busy shouting and he was like, ngenang. He opened the gate, we went inside. So it was 3 ladies. It was me and 2 other ladies. I remember this other guy's face, one of the guys that got arrested with us. So as they were opening the gate for the ladies to go in, I remember seeing this guy's face, like he couldn't believe his eyes. His eyes just went wide open because he was just shocked, So we went inside, and then next door it was the guys' cells, and then they opened for the guys. And then from there, we waited for our families to come bail us out, or whoever you called to come bail us out. And then the 2 ladies that I got arrested with, they got out before me. So we got arrested in the morning at or rather we went into the cells around 9 o'clock in the morning, and I stayed in there until 11 o'clock at night. I've never prayed so much in my life, asking God to come through for me, because I was never gonna sleep in there. I promised myself. I was like, God, please. I've never prayed for so long in my life, non-stop, like obviously inside. So anyway, after getting inside, there was other ladies in there. So they came to us and they were asking us, why are you guys here? So one of them was a white lady and the rest were black ladies. So they asked us, and we just told them that we got arrested for speeding. And then we also asked them, because they asked us, and when they were approaching us, I was so scared that my wig, they're gonna take my wig. That's the only thing that I was worried about. Anyway, so we also asked them why they're in there, and then the white lady was like, she's being accused of shoplifting. And she's like, but I didn't do it, whatnot. Mara, that one, you can just see her, like, you can just see her, and then the other ladies, the one lady, she's from Zim, and with her, apparently something was wrong with her papers, so I think she overstayed, something like that. And then the other lady was a lady from SAA. She was also wearing uniform from SAA. And then when we got to her, when it was her turn to say why she was in there, she didn't want to say, she didn't want to speak. She was like, oh no, I don't want to talk about it. And then immediately I was like, this one, she's very naughty. She was probably caught for something, enormous. Anyway, so we didn't force her to say anything. We just left her there. And then, yeah, as time went, the two ladies that I got arrested with, they got bailed out. And then now I'm starting to panic even more that what's going on with my family. So fine, my family did arrive, but what delayed my bail was that whoever was dealing with my paperwork, or whoever was working with my paperwork, did not give a handover. So there was a shift, a change of shifts rather, around 6 o'clock. So whoever was busy with my papers, she didn't give a handover, and yeah, that's what caused the delay. So yeah, we waited and waited, and my brother kept on coming to check up on me because my mom and my dad were, my mom was in the car and then my dad was also inside, but I couldn't see him. But my dad came as well. No, my dad, my brother came inside to come look and check if I'm okay. And then they also got me some shoes. So they went to my place because my house keys were inside the car. And then they quickly went to my place and opened my house and got my shoes. They even took whatever. They brought like shoes that I go to gym with. Nahan, not even sandals. But they're the take of all shoes. Then they brought me the shoes because I was wearing heels the whole time, Can you just imagine me in uniform looking all cute with my makeup? Okay, my makeup was not that great anymore because I was crying. Yeah, so they brought me the shoes. So my brother kept on like trying to make me feel better, trying to comfort me and all these things. So yeah, he gave me the shoes, and then the guard, he had a soft spot for me. I think he could see that I was traumatized, and then he was even helping me with my shoes. I was changing my shoes, so he was the one going down and then changing my shoes for me, helping me put on my shoes. And then he removes the shoelaces. So I'm like, why are you removing the shoelaces? So he's like, no, they're not allowed. Yeah, they're not allowed inside, so they can be used as a weapon. The more he's telling me these things, the more I'm fearing for my life. And then he removes the shoelaces, and then gives them back to my brother. What happened after that? And then yeah, as time went, the other guy came into the cell, so I went back inside the cell. And then I had to go out again. I had to ask the guard to make a phone call. I had to call my parents because I was on my period. I was on my period, and it was time for me to change. You know what I'm talking about. It was time for me to change that thing down there. Fine, so I'm like, how am I even gonna tell this man? Eventually I just tell him, and then he's like, oh no, it's fine, go in there. And then he took me inside this office where there was other people working there, and he said I must make a call. So fine, I sat down. Now I'm thinking these people are gonna listen to me because it was quiet in there. So I'm like, these people are gonna hear that I'm asking for a paid. Fine, I make the call, and then I called my mom, and then I asked her to bring me a paid. So now my mom is not hearing me because I'm trying to keep it low, So mama are already aku utlwe. So now I have to raise my voice, and now everybody's listening. Like everybody's gonna hear everything now. Kira, can you please bring me a pad? I was so embarrassed. It was so embarrassing. Fine. So my brother came in and he brought me the pad. And then the guard was there watching everything. So I was like, because inside the cell, guys, there's a toilet right there. Right there. So meaning you have to do your business in front of everyone. Luckily, there was another bathroom outside the cell. Like right opposite the cell. So that man was like, no, it's fine, you can use this bathroom up, and the one that's outside the cell, because there was no way I was gonna do my business while other ladies are watching me. And then yeah, I went in there, and that bathroom, it was so dirty, it was smelling. I just went in, closed the door, and then I did my business, and then I came out. And then that guy opened the cell for me to go back inside. I know I'm waiting, and then next thing, this other guy comes in. I didn't see him the whole day. I didn't know him, and he was like, so you're the one that got arrested for for speeding? And I said yes. So he's like, why are you still here now? So I explained that I think the person that was doing my paper, something happened with my papers. So yeah, so now I believe before, no, I'm skipping something. Before this man comes, I see the ladies now inside the cell are getting comfortable, because those ladies, they've been in there for days, for over 4 days or 3 days, hoping that somebody will get them out, and they have lawyers, and their lawyers are busy with their cases. Fine. So now I see them, they're getting ready, because it's getting late now. It's late, it's at night. So now this mattress is there. Everyone has their own mattress, and one of them is telling me to get one there and sleep. And yeah, I was like, in my heart, I'm like, there is no way. I refuse to sleep in here. So as I'm busy praying, the other girl, the one that overstayed her visa, I'm assuming, she even has snacks. Apparently her boyfriend brought her snacks. The boyfriend is bringing snacks, but he's not getting you out. Hi. Actually, fine. And then that guy came to ask me, why am I still here? Why is it taking so long? So I explained to him that whoever's busy with my papers didn't give a handover and whatnot. So he's like, okay, it's fine, I spoke to your brother and your dad, we are working on it. And I'm like, okay, fine. He goes back. Before he leaves, he tries to get my number. This man, when I'm feeling like this, when I'm at my lowest, but the phone number. Kora, I was so bored. Are you being for real right now? You want my number? In the situation that I'm in, when no opportunity. Hey, wow. Ashem. So because, guys, don't judge me, because I was scared, guys, and I really wanted to get out of there. So I gave him a wrong number. Luckily, he didn't try to call me. I gave him a wrong number. So I used to like give people, if I was not interested, I'll change the last number. Yeah, so I changed the last number, and then yeah, fine. Luckily, he didn't try to call it, so he left. Shortly after that, he came to open for me, and he was like, it's fine, you can go out now, you got your bail. So fine, I went out, and then I what happened? Did I hug my brother? Yeah, I think I did hug him. And then we went to the other side where my dad was, and then I hugged my brother, and there was another man there. I think they just found him in there. Yo guys, let me try and speak fast. I think therefore and I need to cook. Wait, and I'm talking about feet. Kali. But I'm gonna do it now. Let me try and be fast. And then I hugged my mom as well. And then the next day, before the next day, my parents had to go back, and then my brother stayed with me because the next day I had to go to the court. I had an appeal at the court. So yeah, my brother stayed with me. The lecture that I got from my brother. So fine, he slept at my place, and then the next day we went to court. I had my appeal, and then I had to get a lawyer because I don't have a lawyer all this time. I had to get a lawyer, private lawyer. Guys, hey, my advice is if you know that you like speeding, please make sure you have a lawyer. Please make sure you have money and connections as well. This light is becoming a bit too much now. I'd rather put it like this. Make sure, because the money that I lost because of speeding. Anyway, so guys, that's what happened. This is something that I'm not proud of, and also what's more important is your life, guys. Speed kills, and let's try and avoid it as much as we can. So yeah, after that I had to go to court for like a couple of days, and then I think I had to pay like 7K. So some of the money went to the lawyer, and then some of the money went to the program that I had to complete. So there was a program that I had to complete. I think it was for like 2 weeks, where we were taught responsibility and how to make better decisions, and all of these things. And you had to complete it so you won't have a criminal record. So yeah, I completed it, and trust me when I say it was traumatizing. Even after being bailed out, that was not that bad. The traumatizing part was inside the cell. So yeah, guys, that's what happened. So if you're gonna be speeding, just be careful. Don't make mistakes. Make sure you have money, make sure you have connections, make sure you have a lawyer so they can get you out there, so you won't have to stay in there the whole day, like me. And yeah, guys, that is my story. Oh, so sorry, I forgot to mention that I got arrested because I was driving at 187. So, and apparently they can arrest you from 160 going up. So yeah, so just know that anything from 160 you can be arrested. What else did I want to mention? Oh, even naked betera, that's so much better compared to this other guy. So one of the guys that got arrested with me, he was driving at 2 something. I'm sure all we fell until in Nassau. Where was he going to? Was he racing? What was happening for you to drive 200 and what? Okay, I'm not gonna judge, because I'm sure you guys are also shocked that can be 180. What was happening for you to drive that fast? Mara, hola, 200 and what? Accept too, ma'am, but he was driving at 200 and something. So that makes me feel a bit better. Oh yeah, before I go, thank you for watching this video, guys. I really appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you, guys. Bye. Let me go cook, and what I'm cooking, guys, takes a while, so I don't know, but I'll try my best. Ciao.